Welcome back. Let's get you the latest updates on the Karnataka hijab controversy, which is turning increasingly political as the Karnataka BJP unit has now claimed that the Congress is behind this entire agitation and this entire showdown that kicked off in Udupi. Here's what the BJP's tweeted. We've been saying Congress is behind the birth of the hijab row. Advocate arguing on behalf of hijab in Karnataka High Court is the Congress legal cell representative. Do we need another example to say Congress is working towards breaking the society? That's the tweet that's been put out by the BJP Karnataka, where they've claimed that the petitioner's advocate here is in fact is a Congress leader. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is joining us with more on this. Nagarjun, any reaction that's coming from the Congress? The BJP here is saying that this entire hijab row that's playing out in Karnataka has been orchestrated by the Congress.
Well, absolutely true that the BJP Karnataka has tweeted saying that the advocate who's arguing for the petitioner, that is the Kundapur hijab students, is a part of Congress party, and they've shared a notification from the Uttar Pradesh Congress party where K.C. Venugopal has signed an order appointing Mr. Devadatt Kamat as chairman of Legal Coordination Committee of the UPCC. So they're saying that this is a clear-cut indication that Congress is behind the hijab row. If not, why would they be offering their legal assistance to the students, minority students who are fighting? It is Congress who took the students to the High Court to make sure that this becomes political, is what BJP is alleging. But however, we need to hear from Mr. Devadatt Kamat as well as the Congress party as to what their stance is. Yesterday, Mr. Kamat also has tweeted from his account that, let me quote him, "I fortunately live in a free country. As a counsel, I appear and argue any case as instructed in. No third party, much less a political party, can question my choice of brief." Which he means to say, as a lawyer, he is free to represent any of his clients, and his party affiliation should not be counted in. A gist of what is tweet, but this has taken a political row in Karnataka, where BJP is alleging that Congress is directly involved by offering legal assistance to the students.
Okay, Nagarjun there giving us the details of exactly what the BJP has alleged here. Remember that previously, and Nagarjun, you can also add to this about how there have been claims by ministers saying that, the PFI is involved, that there's a conspiracy that's led to this kind of a controversy. Malvika Avinash of the BJP is joining us on this broadcast. Malvika, good morning. Your party is claiming here that the Congress is behind this entire hijab controversy that's playing out in Karnataka now.
You see, the Congress party cannot shy away from their participation in fanning passions across colleges, because it's more than evident now with one of their men, congressmen, representing these girls yesterday in the High Court, because these are young girls from small town Udupi. I'm sure they will not be able to afford an advocate, and the congressman, Mr. Devadatt Kamat, has graciously stepped in to help them out, which essentially displays the Congress's vote bank politics that they have been doing for years. They want to take back India to the Shah Banu India that it was.
Malvika, we've got a reaction. We've got a reaction from Devadatt Kamat here. He says, "I fortunately live in a free country. As a counsel, I appear and argue any case I'm instructed in. No third party, much less a political party, can question my choice of a brief." We've seen these kind of arguments and political fights breaking out before, and lawyers inevitably have said it doesn't matter which political party we're in. Our cases are very different from our political affiliations.
Most definitely, it's a free country. He is welcome to represent whoever he feels like. I am a lawyer too. I am welcome to represent whoever I feel like. However, our political affiliations do reflect in the briefs that we take. And in this case, by repeatedly quoting, the Quran and the Hadith, where, he even claims mention that menstruating girls should not be exposing their face and hands. So all of these, age-old practices which were shunned by women over the years, even in the Middle East, are all now being quoted by Mr. Devadatt Kamat so as to ensure that, their vote bank politics continues.
Malvika,
This is a vulturious way of representing that very, Shabanu mindset that the Congress party has.
Malvika, just stay on with me because I'm getting in Brijesh Kalapa of the Congress on this broadcast. Brijesh, good morning. Not sure if you've had a chance to see the BJP Karnataka's tweet. They're saying that Mr. Devadatt Kamat, who's representing the petitioners in the Karnataka High Court, is a Congress leader. Thereby, Congress is behind this hijab row in Karnataka.
No, one is that as far as what I've seen the argument, and as far as what Mr. Kamat has said, I don't think anything is unconstitutional. He's arguing a point of law, and any lawyer can argue that point of law. It could be me today, it could be somebody else tomorrow, it could be Malvika Vinash another day, because she's also a qualified lawyer. So I don't think you can hold it against a person for appearing on a professional matter. So as far as the arguments made in the case, I've seen that all those arguments are completely constitutional. Court has not come down on him saying that you've made unconstitutional arguments. Court has not said that you've said something to the effect of breaking the country down. So it makes little difference. It's like saying that Mr. Sibal appeared for one party or another. Mr. Sibal has clarified that he had done that on a professional basis. I think Devadatt Kamat has also said he has done it on a professional basis. As far as Mr. Kamat Congress connection is concerned, I have no idea about it. Because I don't know if he is not a part of the KPCC, he's not a part of the AICC. I don't know on what basis these people are saying that he's a Congress leader.
They put out a document, Brijesh Kalapa, they put out a document in which they say he is the Congress's legal self-representative. But apart from that, I want your reaction to the BJP stating time and again that, this has been a conspiracy. This entire hijab row is a conspiracy. Now they've named the Congress. Before this, they named the PFI as well.
No, it is a conspiracy, and I'll tell you what the conspiracy is. See, a month ago, there was a huge row in Karnataka that Narayana Guru, who is a cultural, spiritual leader, and who has a huge number of devotees in Karnataka, his tableau was being presented on RD Parade by the Kerala government. That has been rejected once or twice, but 3 times. Now, very curiously, around Republic Day, this entire hijab controversy picks up. Because as you know, the BJP is on very good terms with the SDPI. So they have dialed the SDPI leaders. And of course, BJP and SDPI are two sides of the same communal coin. So they have dialed the SDPI leaders. They have said that you ask the girls to go and raise the hijab issue. Now these girls have gone and raised the hijab issue. Now they have got an opportunity. Can you imagine the number of shawls, the number of saffron shawls which are available throughout the state? Who is supplying these shawls? It's the BJP which is supplying these shawls. So both the SDPI and the BJP are into a conspiracy. But of course, if the police were free, they would have been able to figure it out in 2 seconds. But obviously, the police is not free because the central government is also headed by the BJP. The state government is also headed by the BJP. So, but one question comes to mind, and I think your viewers will also appreciate what I'm saying, that for the last 7.5 years, Mr. Modi has been saying that they're going to ban the PFI, they're going to ban the SDPI. Nothing on that front. Why? So obviously the answer is blowing in the wind.
All right. Brijesh Kalapa, I appreciate you joining us with your perspective on this entire issue. Thank you for joining us here on India Today. Thanks to Malvika Vinash as well. This, no doubt, is going to snowball into a huge political controversy because you've got the BJP there tweeting out an image to state that Devadatt Kamat, he is the lawyer who's representing the petitioners right now in the Karnataka High Court, is Congress's legal self-representative. And that's why they're saying that the Congress has given birth to this entire Karnataka hijab controversy. Devadatt Kamat has also tweeted saying that I live in a free country. I'm free, besides whatever political affiliations I have, to go ahead and represent who I want in court.